On this week's edition of Shiny and Chrome, we have a Codep made by ViewFan, back before ViewFan sucked. So, it's a goodie. And this one's special because, as you can tell, it's chrome. And the blades are plexiglass. Bell canopy. This one is reversible. So let's see what this thing does. Starting on low. Yeah, in the early 80s as well as late 70s, Codep was sourcing to ViewFan. They made a few models, including the infamous Codep 100 series, which has an actual spun brass housing, beehive lower canopy, beehive upper canopy, and just, yeah. This thing here, these were available in brass, I think antique brass, I think white, maybe brown, and as seen here, chrome with clear plexiglass blades, which are friggin' awesome. Now, as you can see, the low speed is somewhat average. It's a little fast. Yeah, it's a wee bit fast, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. Let's go to medium. And this is a 52-inch fan. Another fun fact, the blade pitch is 15 degrees. And the plexiglass blades are heavy. So, ViewFan thought, we're going to give this the big motor. Now, with ViewFan, they use this larger motor in fans with heavy blades, generally. If the blades were steel, it would get these blades because they knew not to underpower their fans. If the blades were plexiglass, yeah, you bet your ass it was getting the big motor because plexiglass is heavy. It's already moving a very good amount of air. And really, you could confuse this for high speed. Because right now, it's probably moving at about 165, 170 RPM. It's got a high speed. Now, high speed hauls ass. So really, this fan has low, high, and tornado mode. Now, keep in mind, this fan has a 15-degree blade pitch. RPM's doing around maybe 230. So this thing is an extremely good performer. Now, as a few of you may have remembered from the last ViewFan or Codep ViewFan video I did, it was a 48-inch. Just slightly smaller motor, same blade pitch, and it also hauled ass. So, yeah, ViewFan knew what they were doing when they were still making cast iron motors. And by the way, this motor weighs 25 pounds. Downrod, canopies, everything together, sans blades, it weighs 25 pounds. Hanging weight's probably close to 30 when you count the blades in. When I saw this fan, or when I found this fan, it was on Craigslist somewhere in the bowels of Texas. I had a friend of mine locally pick it up. Now, the pictures were not very descriptive. I thought this thing was a nippled version. You know, no switch housing, wall control use. And it turns out I was wrong. So, but still, 3-speed's awesome. Something I don't have, or didn't have prior, which, yeah, it's kind of important to me. I don't like duplicity. Fan is reversible, but first, let's turn it off. Let it coast. This is going to take a while. Stupid train is stupid. I mean, the blades aren't quite as wide as, say, Hunter blades, but the speed is higher. So, in terms of CFM, they're probably very, very close. If I had to date this fan, I'd probably say maybe somewhere around 1980, because the fan is made in Hong Kong, not China. Because in the early 80s, ViewFan moved their factory to China, but still used the old cast iron designs. Only a few years later did they retool their factory and, you know, go to stamped steel garbage. Now, because it is reversible, yeah, let's turn it on high. Interestingly enough, the fan has the same speed in reverse as it does in downdraft. A lot of industrial-based motors, they, you know, like to go fast. They were biased towards one direction over the other. So, say, if they move fast in downdraft and be considerably slower in updraft. But, nope, ViewFan made these motors well. This fan actually has quite a bit of torque as well, which is unusual for industrials, but I guess they figured make a motor that fits both well. Both residential, wood blades, and then industrial with metal blades. Because normally industrials have high speed and low torque. This just has high speed and high torque altogether. The motor is rated for 1 amp, by the way. 85 watts. Chrome and plexiglass has to be one of my favorite finish and blade combinations. I wish manufacturers would get back into it. Slight wobble, more evident on low speed than anywhere else. All in all, it's another excellent performer from Viewfan. And fans like this really show how bad they really got towards the end. Coming out with stamped steel garbage, underpowered, just ugh. Technically, Viewfan had two sub-names, New Fan and Golden Fan. Now, Codep went through the Golden Fan label, which is evidenced by the angles on the bottom end bell, which there are two of them. There are two surfaces. Whereas new fans would just have one flat surface about 60-degree angle. And there you have it. The shiny chrome plexiglass Codep spinner made by Viewfan.